Bakyun. Good afternoon, everybody. I am Love Itself, Siena Valentine, Cupid at your service. There's currently no background music, so it's probably my voice is a little loud. But today we're going to be streaming Solomania. This is an alpha demo release by Studio Ephua. All the links in the description to support this studio are available in my YouTube description. Please do check them out. They're in a very early stage for the game, so this stream is going to be pretty short. The demo should be around 45 minutes, but my stream will probably take a little bit over an hour, as we typically do when doing demos. This should be very fun. I'm very much looking forward to the story, especially since the art direction is absolutely stunning. I love painterly art styles. It has a very good comic book essence to fit the superhero vibe that it's going for. I really loved looking through the press kit and seeing all of the lovely portraits for the characters that they have created. I actually am looking forward to what kind of love interests they have too. I typically do love heroic men, so I hope that they live up to that expectation. If not, that's okay too. That's all gay. Solomania, once again, is currently in alpha. Please do wishlist this on Steam. If you do like it as well, download the demos via itch and Steam as well, as I mentioned. Let's get to it. Alright, let's start a new game. This game contains strong language, mature humor, and fictional violence. Themes of grief, death, loss, hallucinations, therapy, claustrophobia, and fanaticism are also explored. Occasionally loud sounds, some related to horror and action are used. Player discretion is advised. If any of those do bother you, please make sure to be careful when viewing this. Okay. Controls, enter, escape. Got it. Start. Okay. Let's see. The screen up for myself. Path is familiar to you. Can't change at the end of it. Take comfort in this if you can. The hallway leads to your mentor's office. It's a long solitary walk through the lower floors of the Sentinel. Oh. Cool. It has the otome dictionary where you get to know all your stuff. That's so cool. An organization that oversees various heroes in the city. Perhaps long enough that you might have a chance to repent before facing judgment, if this is the intention. Anyone down here could have one destination. Yet they have the audacity to have an antechamber and iris scanner right here at the very end. One moment. Let's see. Alright, I do not have my phone on silent like a fucking idiot. Okay. What else but to prepare you? Fortunately, you are well versed in what comes next. You lean into the scanner's unblinking eye. At birth, you were named... Sure, we can say this. I'm not saying my name. I don't know why I think it's embarrassing. Iris recognition scan. Ooh. Oh my gosh, I love the pink and blue for the outline. That looks so good. Scanning. Match found. Welcome, Siena. The most know you as Astra. This world you cannot be anyone else. You are the Sentinel's child, trained and forged under their protection. Oh, are you like a designer baby for superheroes? Pretty fucked up. You are chained to them as much as they are to you. You remind yourself of this in the time it takes the scanner to think before eventually flashing a welcome green light. It's almost comforting to be here again. Ground beneath you groans and creaks as the lift begins to move. Your journey comes to a sudden halt and then decompresses as though releasing a long sigh. The door audibly unlocks. Crackling static emits from the speaker. Please remain in the antechamber until called. A buzz from the speaker hangs longingly in the air. Beyond it there is a voice, low, firm, and familiar. Tilt your head, allowing that knot in your neck to click before crossing through to the other side. Enter. Holy shit. She is so gorgeous. When you enter, Laura is standing at her desk. Her low, flat voice carries until she sees you. With one swift motion of her hand, she cuts the call, and the screen collapses into silent nothingness. The woman's expression is unreadable. If you didn't know her so well, you could mistake her for coldness. Although any form of emotion would have been more comforting. Ooh. Do a quick little savey here. Right. I'll greet her. Wanted to be bold, but it slips out as a strangled mutter. You feel her harbinger eyes all over you. Oh, forecast significant events. Cool. I asked you to wait outside. And I got bored. You walk past her and her head follows you like an owl. The only audible movement is the clinking of her jewelry. At least she kept her glasses on. It'll turn the sound up a little bit. My voice isn't so echoey. Around there should be good. At least she kept her glasses on. Not even you can withstand the judgment of a harbinger. Especially one so noticeably on edge. Sounds like something more interesting happened while I was away. Man, Astra already being a cocky little bitch when clearly she did something wrong, I'm guessing. Sinking to the sofa across from her, hoping it might swallow you whole if you inhale deep enough. Every part of you still aches. The sofa does not swallow you whole, but it proves an extremely comfortable distraction as you place one foot up on the cushion and the other on her coffee table. The only thing that really ties her into this space is a large painting of superheroes on the wall, one of them being a much younger you. The desk has another photo facing away from you, but you don't need to see it to know you're also in that one. Laura continues to watch you from behind her desk, but you're not ready to face her piercing gaze just yet. Turn her attention to the table and pick up... Jeez. Does she have flame powers or something, so she smoke? Is that how that works? Probably not, but... Let's override our save. I mean brownies. Suddenly you're ravenous. Grab one brownie then another. Ooh, those look good. Having sticky sweetness in your mouth, they're not stale this time. Give Laura your mentor a nod of approval, wiping the crumbs from your lips, and take another bite. Just the Squidward with the thumbs up. Laura clears her throat, but this only prompts you to start talking with your mouth full. Have you considered how isolating it is to have an iris scanner before your office? Not everyone has the biometrics for this. Places a hand tentatively on the sheathed sword lying across the desk. The diamond cut and needle-like shape had always made people uncomfortable. It wasn't designed to be wielded, but rather to impale. Her fingers trail over its lines. The report for your mission came in this morning. Finished in record time, it seems. That was complicated work. Shook her head with mock innocence. So it was a record. I knew it was fast, but I wasn't sure it was my fastest. And the Sentinel Times never wants to rank me higher. You let a yawn slip out. Even just a thank you would be nice considering what an absolute pain in the ass that was. Almost clashed with the other hero agency. You roll your head in Laura's direction, half expecting a rebuttal. I think for once the Sentinel agrees. They do? Lean in a little too quick to feign disinterest. What are they offering then? Parades, medals, a gift basket? Wow, who knew just the idea of a little gratitude could go so far? You grin and yet something doesn't feel quite right. Laura's a tense individual. This is uncomfortable even for her. She hasn't cracked a single witticism this whole time. Lean back, recovering your former position of comfort. It's a little overdue. Maybe a little overdue, but a thank you is a thank you. Let those uptight callers know I'm not picky, as long as whatever they're offering is really big. Or gives a half-hearted nod. I'll be sure to pass on the message. Take a look at this first. She circles back to her desk. 2 heroes were dropped onto my radar. She pulls up a screen projection between the two of you. You can only vaguely make out the shape of her on the other side. We have Atlas and Dread. I'm guessing these are the 2 love interests? 2 faces stare back at you. Both male. Both look a little familiar, but you can't remember where from. You study them anyway. One's jaw is set too hard, the other has a gaze you barely wish to meet. Both look like trouble. Runaways, maybe, if you had to guess. Heroes trying to leave the agency before their contract is up. Shrug, leaning back with brownie crumbs still clinging to you. Oh, I wonder if it changes the sentence depending on what you pick. Like, I wonder if it, like, says something about your cigarette or something. If you pick that. That's pretty cool. Their names are Atlas and Dread. They've both been with the Sentinel for some time. That's nice. Why should I care? Her eyes fix on you. Because one of them is about to become your new partner. Funny. No, absolutely not. You don't get to decide. You jab a finger towards the headshots. Why should I partner with them? I'm a solo hero. Solo. 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 Who are these guys anyway? Calm down, Siena. I'll come down when I want to. I don't need a partner. Alright. I'll come down when I want to. Tired of the Sentinel thinking they can tell me what to do. I mean, they kind of can. They're your boss. Not that I know about being a hero or anything, but it seems kind of important to me. I'm not doing it. This is not up for debate. You scoff. Fuck you. Let me know when you've come to your senses or I have a big fat present coming my way. Oh, wow. She really needs to learn some manners, man. Get up from your seat and stride towards the door. She waits with a patience that makes you want to scream. I mean it, I'm leaving. Well, this just makes you... like, you were asking for attention. Throwing a little tantrum in front of your little mentor parent. I'm opening the door. I'm not bluffing. You reach to open the door only to find that it doesn't open. It's locked. When did you lock me in here? You try again. That's fucked up. She continues as though you had never spoken. Your most recent indiscretion has finally caught the attention of higher-ups. Congrats. Press your head against the door, trapped. Explain. I got the job done, didn't I? I solved it alone, and I did it fast. You fucked up. You groan. Laura steps forward. They see you as a path of chaos. Wow, tough crowd. I say someone's daughter, and apparently instead of a thank you, I should be damned. A unique way to describe 18 injuries to civilians. Whoa, whoa. Why did nobody do anything about her a long time ago? Unless this is like the first time she fucked up this bad. How do you do that? Holy shit. 5 of them belong to the children of heads of state. It was a diplomatic nightmare. Oh my god. Well, fuck them kids, but people get hurt. It happens. Can we at least acknowledge that the hero from the other agency tried to vacuum seal the guests for their own protection? Or sighs. Every word that comes from her sounds exasperated. This is a pattern that concerns the board. The realization hits you like thunder. They aren't partners. They're babysitters. From now on, you will work with a partner. Every mission, no exceptions. The floor seems to tilt under you. You look back to stare at her, searching for some crack, some hint that is a bluff, but no. I mean, she seems dead serious, bro. Floor stands there, silent and steady. And you agreed to this? Didn't fight back? I'm better off alone, and you know that. They know that. Partner is just a liability. Did she have a partner before and something bad happened to them? That would kind of explain a lot of her, like... what's it called? Her No, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Let's continue. They're not. I need things to be a certain way. I can't be paired with just anyone. When I'm alone, sure, maybe there's a burn here or there, but at least people aren't dead. Yeah, she clearly killed her partner or something. That's why she has so much emotional trauma when it comes to this. Your mentor's mask flickers ever so lightly. Oh, so slightly. What happened to Moonfire was not your fault. Former partner previously worked with the Sentinel, now deceased. Yeah, see? You weren't there. So I don't think you get a say on whose fault it is. Someone you apparently even all-knowing sight couldn't save her. Not when your apparently even all-knowing sight couldn't save her. Okay, I think I maybe said that correctly already, my bad. Thought I read a word wrong. Maybe I did. My memory's bad. Like, if you feel that way, though, I feel like you should maybe care about protecting other people a little bit more, because if that happened to your partner, that can happen to the civilians you're supposed to be caring for and stuff as well. I don't know. It would personally make me want to be a stronger hero if this happened, but I would probably also not really want to have a partner anymore either. But it wouldn't make me just do whatever. I understand. Well, not really understand, but I do have compassion for what she's coming from, but she clearly does need this. It's what you said, right? So don't tell me I'm not the problem. I'm the one who fucked it up. You aren't the only one at fault. I should have intervened a lot sooner. Perhaps that would have been a lot better. It isn't just this mission, Astra. It is all of them. You've upset the wrong people too many times. A slap on the wrist and public apologies are not enough to undo this. Feel your lip quiver just a little bit. Give me something else. Anything else. There's another option. The Reformation Center. The time you've been solo, you've lost a lot of trust. It's been 2 years, so it's this or nothing. Your voice is rough. That's the same as nothing. I've done what I can. It's your turn to try. Just feels like it's been stabbed by 100 tiny, lore-shaped knives in, like, multiple ways. I have been trying! Your body sets ablaze for just a moment. It's enough to set off the alarms. Sprinklers start to go. I don't think you have been, to be honest. You and Laura are now standing in a wet room. Laura does not appear to be fazed by the shrieking alarms. She simply brushes the dying embers from her shoulders and signals for the safety systems to turn on. The room airs out in seconds. I know. Take a deep breath. Moments like these are what scare you. You've been burning up more often. Every time it happens, you feel the flames are further from your reach. Maybe you should try therapy. Do they got superhero therapy? Whatever. We'll just go, like, love on some handsome guy or something. How can you protect those around you if you can't even control your own flames? I mean, you haven't really been protecting people. That's the whole point. I know you are trying. Swallow trying to wet the inside of your drying mouth. Speaking of drying mouths, I should have some water. Everything in your throat feels tighter the second Laura removes her glasses. Holy shit. So fucking cool. Luckily, you look up and into her eyes. But you are not invincible. Keep this up and not only could others be hurt, but you will also be hurt. That is not a future I want to see. It might be uncomfortable. It might be uncomfortable, but it doesn't need to hurt. Do this for yourself. You should believe in yourself as much as I do. What if I can't? My god, fake it, because you won't like what's on the other side. See someone who has lost all concern for their own life. So I'd rather have you furious me than a future where I'm burying another one of my friends. Where the words lodge in your throat or a heartbeat, you almost can't twist them into a joke. Almost. I hate when you go mother on me. I hate signing off on your damages penalties. Especially barely shifts, but the room feels calmer. So again, we have two choices. Atlas and Dread. Both of them do not currently have a partner. All three of you are not permitted to work solo. Okay, so let's just pair a bunch of problem children together. That sounds like a good time. Shouldn't it be somebody, maybe like more, capable of watching somebody? Let me guess, they also got someone killed? She gives you a look of real threat for the first time in a long time. Learn when to shut up. Sorry. Due to your circumstances, you get first pick. Who will it be, Atlas or Dread? Do I get to read about them? I have to pick right now? I don't get to know any other important details? Other than the fact that you need one of them if you want to keep your job. What else would you like to know? I'm sure they'll tell me about both, but let's save. Tell me more about the big scary one. Who is he? What's his history? Why does he look like he won most fights through cracking skulls? Laura's eyes glaze over briefly before she redirects her attention to the notes. His name is Atlas. Gravity bends to him, around him. For him, his strength is considered catastrophic on a global scale. I believe they call it barokinesis. They think he can reach Category 5 under supervision. You realize that is borderline terrifying? Yes, well, you are not the only one who has reason to be cautious of those around them. He perks up. You have some other things in common, too. Alice has been with the agency nearly as long as you have. That's not possible. First time she seems amused. What, not feeling special anymore? I was practically born into this. Designer baby. There were other kids in the program who were that strong. I would have met them. There were other kids left, that is. Those children who manifest powers are usually ill-fated, although their sociology welcomes the adaptation. Some awful events usually befalls them before adulthood. Makes sense to me. But most adults are not malleable enough to fully manifest any power. Being very few heroes like you who can't seem to escape the Sentinel's tight leash. Laura tries to hide her compassionate glance, but it's not quick enough. Atlas didn't come through the program. Wow, you got really good at lying. He was originally trained as apprentice staff. His record looked promising. Underwent a decent amount of military training before his powers were discovered. She'll run through you. Laura shrugs. She knows all too well how being discovered so openly would have gone down. Military trained but still belonged to the Sentinel. The grip probably got even tighter after the classification. Right. Cat 5. Cat 5 heroes of legend check or capable of catastrophic damage. Maybe he gets planets, not puppies for fun. Yeah, I'm gonna pass. What's the problem here? The problem is that military trained black hole dressed as a man. Really beefy man. In this case scenario, he's a cannon and I'm casualty number 1. Atlas is rather even-tempered from what I hear. Enough medals from his time with us and no drama of record. Unlike some. Any more gold stars and he'll outrank me. Bite your lip. Maybe being creative with an initiate instead wouldn't be so bad after all. They could be like a pet. Damn. Look at you with sad, hopeful eyes. So I would probably rat you out for anything and everything on day 1. I mean, we don't know him. He does seem suspicious, though. The agency thinks you two could balance each other out. Okay. Let's learn about the sad, grumpy one. You look at his pale, calm eyes. Let's deal with Mr. Dark. Hero isn't the first name I'd put to a face like that. He looks normal. Was it that his parents didn't love him enough? There are a lot of things I could say to that, but I know it's bait. Do I look like someone who would dangle bait? Yeah, you literally look like a rage baiter. A masturbator, if you will. Dread is one of the newer additions to the agency. He has the ability to manifest what people fear most. Most of his missions end with the target surrendering. He's been through more partners than most. When I know the separations have been voluntary and mutual, no casualties. but she may be a good fit. I'm not a medical professional, but pairing me with a guy who can trigger psychotic breaks seems like a really, really bad idea. I don't think I can stress enough just how bad it is. I understand your concern, but having him as a partner could be beneficial to all of us. On record, his casualties are practically zero. You're also both one of the few heroes to have had awakened powers since you were a child. Heroes who get their powers later in life usually gain skills like flight or strength. Superficial, but impressive powers. Manifesting powers come from something much deeper, something that's had time to fester. They grow with the user, and as such are usually linked to the hero's psyche. Heroes like these tend to be more resilient to other psyche-affected powers. So basically, the Sentinel wants to group the fuck-ups all together. Sounds like a major liability. Yeah, it's not really like their smartest plan. Good for a romance plot, though. Something you've been proven didn't concern you in the past. I'd like to think you won't be so easily shaken. You'd like to think that, too. Okay, I know enough. Well, this is all lovely, but I think I'll just stick to what I was doing before. Send me to my reflections center or whatever the punishment is. You have to pick one, Siena. Oh, sure, between having a partner that can physically break me and one that can mentally do it, the world's my oyster. Yeah, usually you're supposed to have both in a relationship. Please, you groan. Fine, since everyone has chosen this hill to die on, I'll go with, Oh, suddenly I have the freedom of choice? Spare me. Oh, did she actually pick for you? I'll pick, I just need a moment. This is kind of a big deal. Pretty cool. I think I'll go with Superboy here. Big and grumpy. You can crack a few jokes into Jaws' faces or whatever it is he usually does. Or gives you a wary look, but then gives up and returns to her desk. Watch as she reaches for the communicator. Her heart beats a little faster. Wait, now? Right now? Did you want to change your answer? She slips on her shades and picks up the phone. What's the rush? Shouldn't I be allowed to sleep on my decision? And what if he's busy? You're just going to interrupt him? He could be in the middle of something. Calling him could be a hazard. What if you startle him and he accidentally crushes an innocent bystander? She dials a number. I'll take my chances. Laura turns away from you. Her voice now is far more polite than it was moments ago. There's someone I'd like you to meet. Yes. No, it's an assignment. Thank you. I look forward to it. She hangs up. Is that what I am? An assignment? No. Listen, Laura, don't you think we should give this a little more time? Not rush into it. It's a big commitment. He's already on his way. Well, call him back. Nothing would change if I did. I mean, she can see the future, right? I would. I'd be a changed woman. I'll do mail duty. No, cleanup duty. I'll return the apartment. I'll pay my taxes. Economically, you should at least consider that. You don't pay your taxes? Her head inclines to one side. Perhaps this time you got her. Would you really do all that just to stay alone? Yes. God, yes. Then this is worse than I thought. You'd rather do all the things that make you miserable than give yourself a second chance. It does matter, because at least one of us cares about your life. Hey, I can handle anything you throw at me. I mean, she's throwing this guy at you. Just give me another chance. It's late, but you notice an uncomfortable shift in the atmosphere. Seems he was already waiting on the floors below. I feel like he ran here in like fucking 20 milliseconds. Who's on the other side of the door? No one. Give her a look that says otherwise. You should be listening to me and not the door. I can do both. Just be nice. Laura sighs and presses the intercom. Send him in. Door clicks open, though. Through it comes a man who resembles the photo you just saw. Photos don't do it justice, of course. He's as wide as the door and maybe even a little taller. Air around you becomes heavier the moment he steps in. Seems kind of scary. If you weren't watching him already, you would have missed his subtle glance around the room before his cold blue eyes finally landed on you. Like an urge to be pulled into his orbit, the sensation tugs at your bones. For moments, an overwhelming pressure. The hero gives both you and Laura a courteous nod, and the pressure you felt disperses. Chill runs down your spine. Atlas, welcome. Astra, meet Atlas. Atlas, Astra. Hello, Astra. Hi. Thank you for coming on such short notice, Atlas. He nods again, but this time there may have been a grunt alongside it. You're not sure. You've upset people in the past with absolute lack of acknowledgement, and this man's eyes is alarming. Wow. Astra. I didn't say anything. That's usually the first sign. Sorry, Atlas. Astra just needs a moment to get some things out of her system. Seems she wasn't expecting to meet you so soon. He quirks a subtle brow, shifting his weight a little to the side. You assume that means he doesn't mind, or that it's amusing you even need a moment. It's not what bothers you, it's that look in his eyes. The same elevated indifference you might spare for an ant you notice on your desk. They did really good at just... I like the subtle shift from his facial expression. It shows his character very well. He sees you, but could not care less. But you're the Astra, starborn and forged. It's better he knows what he's dealing with sooner rather than later. Turn a nod in his direction, arms folded. Of many words, it seems. Astra, he's literally only said 2 words. He's right there. Evidently, it's a little hard not to see him. Do another quick once over. It was meant to be intimidating, but you find yourself drinking in the sight of him. Truthfully, you can't see all of him in a single glance. Here they come up to his chest. Wow. Big boobs. Film yourself, you turn to Lawyer. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna fit in my car. That's a liability. I'm sure you can find ways to work around that. Like, I'm pretty sure he can run in like 2 seconds, like I said. Like, you can put him in your trunk, maybe. Or tie him like up on top like a Christmas tree. You don't look back, but you feel his gaze on you long before he speaks. I have my own car. What is it, like a truck? Monster truck? See, he has his own car. You can't take it. Yeah, you can take his. It wouldn't be an issue. Oh, I like the little bumps when he talks. It shows the rhythm in which he speaks. That's cool. So even though there's no voice actors, you can get a good feel of the characters and how they speak. That's really awesome. Laura smiles. Thank you, Atlas, for being so accommodating. Her eyes narrow, glancing between Laura and Atlas, who appear to be far more acquainted than you realized. You look disappointed. No, just impressed that you two are so synchronized. Wonderful. Well, if you're done looking for excuses, maybe we should move on to the relevant details. What's the extra question? Because I don't even know. I'm curious. Just one more question. Laura sighs, but Alice does not seem to budge. Honestly, you haven't actually thought of a particularly good question to ask. Oh. The man turns to you with an expectant gaze. Oh my god. It's funny. Let's see. Both of these are interesting to me. This one because I want to laugh at whatever he says. This one, it may tell me more about his character in person, and I'm not sure if I wanna fuck around here or not. Let's ask him. Just how exactly do you fit in that thing? You're referring to my suit? Yeah, sure, the suit. I don't get why on earth anyone would opt to wear one in this day and age. Flap your hands in demonstration. They're so impractical and impossible to put on and take off. Shouldn't a hero value at least some practicality? Practicability? I have no issue putting this on. Give up waving a dismissive hand. Floor continues. First you listen, but every now and then your gaze wanders towards Atlas' rigid frame, broad shoulders, and clean-cut jaw. It's annoyingly distracting. Wonder why? Your first assignment together will be something small to test your synergy. Should come easy to the two of you, give you a chance to figure out a style of working together. She opens the mission details on the screen. I'm sending the information to your devices now. Phone lights up and you begin to scroll through at your own pace. Atlas barely makes a sound. Try to shake off the tension building up in you, which only gets you a curious look from Lore. Local campers have been leaving somewhat consistent reports about an unusual cabin in the forest. Scroll through the notes. Boring, boring, standard procedure, grade 1, case 2 at best. This is insulting. Are we really needed for something like this? You look up from your phone. I haven't seen Atlas in action, but I'm pretty sure either of us would be overkill. Shouldn't we be using powers of our caliber on something a little less juvenile? The actual level of threat is unknown. It's been marked as a low-level case, so it should go under the radar, but I expect something else is setting off these hikers. Scoff, reading over the complaints in more detail. She doesn't want you back in the field in a way the board will notice. Great. Yeah, creepy cabin probably has a creepy occupant trying to mind their own business and piss on their own turf in the open. Has anyone told the hikers to gain some backbone and stop calling the forest rangers when they have a bad trip? Oh, there's a bunch of ants in my room. Crawling over me. Need to check for what that's about. I don't think this is worth looking into. This is clearly a couple of teens who got freaked out, probably while high, after seeing a cabin in the woods with majorly bad vibes. How are we meant to make an impression as a duo, picking up cases Boy Scouts could be dealing with? Yeah, the Girl Scouts are busy making cookies, so the Boy Scouts gotta do it. Making an impression should be the last thing on your mind. I want the two of you to handle this quietly and swiftly. Well, I mean, he doesn't talk, so that should be easy. Consider it more of a case to prove that you... Stop listening. I'd rather read this mundane spook pack than hear indirect jabs of how you should be bending over for some corporate goons and rankings. How did this get on our radar anyway? The cabin has been in various locations in the forest. Oh, so it's like shifting around? That's a little much of a horror plot too, to add to the superhero vibe. That's pretty cool. Always the same description, different location. Could be paranormal. Precisely. And now we get to play spooky hide and seek. Now you're getting it. You clasp your hands together hard enough that both Laura and Atlas look at you with a subtle brow raise. The sooner this is dealt with, the sooner you can shrug off Mr. Silent and brooding here. The higher-ups forget quickly, Laura forgives quicker. We'll ditch this statue of a man and go back to doing what you do best. I don't know, he kind of looks like he could hold a big lollipop and have a little pinwheel hat. Like, suppose here's giving that vibes. Maybe he has some whimsy to him. We just haven't seen it yet. Alright, well... may as well get this over with. I'll be taking my car. Turn and head for the door. It's kind of funny thinking about superheroes taking cars. It's usually not hard to achieve, but somehow you feel weighted as you approach. Look back, both Atlas and Laura haven't moved an inch, watching you with blank expressions. You lock eyes with Atlas. How are you doing that? Doesn't respond. Turn to Laura. I'm sorry, are we not meant to deal with this creepy cabin as soon as possible? This time you're sure Atlas's expression does change a little, but only from nothing to brief displeasure. Preparation is needed. You should review and return later. Roll your eyes, tempted to mimic Atlas's uptight mannerisms. Fine, get your beauty sleep and toys. I'll see you losers in 6 hours. Put your gaze back to Laura and swear you see a hint of guilt. Astra, don't. Door closes behind you with a little more force than necessary. Let's just get this over with. Oh. Do Dear Hero, thank you for your interest in Solomania Alpha Demo. This is an ambitious project from a small dev, so I really appreciate your patience and feedback. Demo seemed promising to you. Please consider wishlisting game on Steam. Already did. When you return to the main menu, you will find buttons for our Discord, bug reporting, newsletter, and survey. Thank you. Anita. Awesome. Okay. I'm still interested in playing this. I would like to actually meet Dredd and see what he's about a little bit. So we'll skip ahead and we'll see his introduction as well. So far, I'm really enjoying this. I was hoping that there'd be a little bit more, but we are at about the 45-minute mark, so that does make sense. I'm a little bit bad at placing my thoughts without a little bit of, like, of course, analyzing and stuff like that. I will probably also make sure to give a proper report back to the dev on how I feel about this. Because I'm really enjoying it so far, but perhaps I can give something a little bit more insightful and give them a little bit more oomph on what they need to complete their project. I'm enjoying this though. Did we save before picking? No, we did not. Start a new game real quick. Okay. We'll make a second save. And we'll skip. Type my name in. Okay. Down our desk. Let's see what happens if we pick some different dialogue options as well. Let's ask who she was talking to. That sounded important. Let me guess, bored's being a pain in the ass again? You know before you finish speaking that you won't be getting an answer. I asked you to wait outside. And I got bored. Walk past her and... Okay. This part. Okay. We'll do some cigarettes this time. Despite their presence, the room you're in isn't devoid of any scent. Reach for the box of on the coffee table, gesturing at Laura for a light. She doesn't budge. Snap your fingers and flame emits between your fingertips. Okay. Oh, look at that. Laura unlocked. You do occasionally smoke. Laura clears her throat, but this only prompts you to exhale louder. Cigarette glowing alive between your lips as smoke curls around it. Have you considered how isolating it is to have an iris scanner before your office? Oh, okay. So, same words, but this time you have a cigarette. You grin, yet something doesn't feel quite right. Where's a tense individualism comfortable even her? She hasn't cracked a single... Oh. Okay. It's suspicious. This is concerning. Concerning. Put out your cigarette to focus. Sentinel hasn't thanked me for anything for practically 2 years. As far as I'm concerned, they wish they could get rid of me. Some silly diplomat isn't going to change that. I don't like feeling like there's something to worry about. Why aren't you telling me? This line of work, there's always something to worry about. Take a look at this first. She circles back to her desk. 2 heroes were dropped onto my radar. Okay. Skip this. Yeah, look at that. With smoke still clinging to you instead of the brownies. That's pretty cool. I wonder if, maybe it says that you put down the magazine or something. Alright. Last time we said I'll calm down when I want to. Let's say I don't need a partner. I don't need a partner. I'm not doing it. This is not up for debate. You scoff. Okay. We'll do the little pussy antic. Why aren't you saying anything? You are always so cold. If I burn this place down, would you let me? said I'm walking out and never coming back, would you even flinch? Okay, this is a little ridiculous. Why do you never say anything? She continues as though you had never spoken. Your most recent indiscretion has finally caught the attention of the higher-ups. Congrats. I mean, she knows what you're gonna do, probably. Oh. Okay, I know enough. Oh. Cool. Paired himself with one of these random psychos who, for whatever reason, are so unstable they don't have partners for their own, and the Sentinel thought that was the best option to put them up with me. Okay. So they're either insane, snitchers, or both. Lucky me. We'll go with Dread. Sad make-believe boy. And at least with him I can pretend none of this is real. Laura gives you a wary look, but then gets up and returns to her desk. Watches you reaches for the communicator. Your heart beats a little faster. Okay. See? Says the same thing as she does Atlas. Man who steps inside is not quite what you expect. Young in the face, but hard to comprehend. He feels intangible. His pale purple eyes sweep the room and eventually land on you. You hate how your heartbeat flutters once your eyes meet. Hello, Lore. Oh, he has a different personality than what I expected. Did he just ignore you? That's funny. Dread, welcome. This is Astra. You don't give him the satisfaction of a response, mustering up only a grunt of acknowledgement. His voice leaves a bad taste in your mouth already. The pleasure's mine. Yeah, he has a... or umpity rhythm compared to Atlas. I didn't say anything. You didn't need to. Walks over, and a heavy air of arrogance follows behind. Pleasure's still mine. Yuck. You had assumed his previous partners didn't work out because of his powers, but there's a chance it may have been just his personality. Sounds like every know-it-all trainee you've had to encounter in the Sentinel's Initiate program. All the fresh-faced, eager kiss-ups who were either intimidated by you or wanted to use you. Dread stands even closer now, the two of you are side by side. You look away. You have no other choice. Giving his gaze straight ahead, he leads in towards you, a smile playing on the corner of his lips. Don't tell me I've already offended you. He's doing the little guy hand on the neck thing. That means he's a douche. He's fun. You open your mouth for a rebuttal, but there's a slight chance the truth might come out. The truth is that ever since he stepped through the door, you couldn't help but notice certain irritating things. For one, his posture is perfect. He could be a poised wax figure and you wouldn't know. Subconsciously, you make an effort to straighten your own posture. Why is his skin so flawless? The usually depressingly bare walls now make him look like a centerpiece. As for the rest of him, you take a breath. Damn, you're old. Should just immediately be thinking these boys be pretty. She just like them romantasy novel girls. Shit. Don't what? Her eyes flick in his direction. Don't ask. I have to say it. Please don't. Wave your hands in your alleged partner's general direction. You said he makes illusions. All of this doesn't make any sense. Excuse me? Excuse you indeed. Riddle me this, ghost boy. Why are you so built? The hell? I mean, he's a superhero. Doesn't he have to be? They got like a super femboy or something going around this building too? What is inducing fear also burn calories? I literally burn from the inside out and I still have a higher body fat percentage. Damn, Mural. Cause you thick. Lore, I'm scared he's going to pop out of that shirt if he wears it. What the hell? He looks taken aback and does the most annoying thing you could ever imagine. He laughs. He laughs so hard he wipes a tear. Yet for the record, you look nothing like your picture. He stops, his attention now peaked. There was a picture? ignore her. Of course there's a picture. Hold your arms defiantly, like, she's kind of like mad flirting with him compared to Atlas. I don't know what to say. Astra, was it? Seen a lot of people trying to cope with my present in all sorts of ways. Humor is one of them, although rare. Chuck is already reminiscing. But it isn't typically so abrasive. Do you usually do this when you're uncomfortable? Do what? Try to put the other person off? I'm just stating the obvious. Don't flatter yourself. Steps closer, his voice light and mellow. You know, your biggest fear may be that we might actually get along. Oh my god, I hate you. Lore, you know this guy's a quack, right? This is not my fear, he's quite literally just saying that. You turn back to him. You can't bait me. He literally already has, and he will continue to do so. You sound like some low-rate magician. He shrugs. I was really taking a guess by the way you're trying to make things more familiar to you by being erratic and loud. Excuse me. Tread takes a step back, overtly appraising you. It's rather normal to shy away from change. It's not healthy to cover it by exploding, so that everyone will write you off instead of fussing over you. Excuse me? I mean, I read your file, but seeing in person is interesting. My file? You turn to the lower jaw drop. I mean, of course. If you have information on them, they have information on you. He needs to go before I blow a furnace through his tiny skull. He does have a kind of tiny skull. Dread, don't psychoanalyze her like that. He throws his arms in mock defeat. He just shrugging. I didn't mean to. I'm just not used to someone trying so overtly deader me right off the bat. I mean, you did mean to. He likes psychoanalyzing. It's almost fun. Gives you a wink and something inside you cracks. Point a finger to his chest, squaring up to his smug face. Don't pretend you know me. Feeling bubbles beneath the surface, your skin glows. Think I'm going to be afraid of a few shadows? Looks down and gently pushes your fingers away. Oh, this is why they call you the fire starter. No, you feel molten. Stick around, find out. I dare you say one more thing. Cocks his head. Then what happened? Enough. She's kind of doing this to herself here. He's not really doing much. So the two of you swing back just in time to avoid connecting with Lore's sheathed sword. You plan to kill each other on day one? Do it outside of my office. Yeah, her office is nice. You're in here, you're here for a reason. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, sorry. Removes the sword but doesn't put it down. We'll start small. Simple mission should help you develop some synergy. Okay. You read this part. Sending the information to your devices now. Okay. Let's see. Guess it won't count it. Didn't we do something a little more challenging? Slap Dread's chest like the hood of a new car. Why the... Even he's insulted. Holy shit. Is an off-brand Casanova here meant to be the stuff of nightmares? If we really want to make an impression as a fresh duo, we should be going in hot, showing our best, not doing these small fry missions. Oh, we can make a crime syndicate wet themselves. Thanks for deciding what to do with my powers. Impressive that you're already thinking like a team. However, going in hot should be the last thing on your mind. I want the two of you to lay low for now. It's a low-level case, but it will give you room to... Stop listening, you can't be expected to read this cover to cover and listen. Seems simple enough, there's a cabin in the woods, bad vibes. Come back into focus, interrupting whatever conversation was had. Try this is something forest strangers can handle, Boy Scouts even. Read on, we've had reports with less. Cabin has been seen in various locations in the forest. Description, different location. Could be nothing, could be a trickster, but... Forest rangers aren't equipped to handle as a supernatural and magical entity that could cause this, if malicious. Exactly. Okay, so we're on spooky duty until we land in the board's good graces? That's doable. The Sentinel will forget about this eventually and get rid of Mr. Darkened in Meaning here as a bonus. He's not even Darkened in Meaning, honestly. He's kind of a... He's giving people pleaser vibes. He probably hasn't really had it good for being judged for his powers a lot. Sooner the better. Right, well I suggest we get straight to it. Around reaching for your cigarette as you head for the door. Give it some time. What? Why? Let's go blow up this loser now and be done with this. Fred scrolls down on his own device and points to a line right at the bottom. You missed the part where the captain has only been seen at night. Your eyes dart across your own file. Pause, you did miss that. You hate that he caught it. Can't get anything past you, huh? Usually no. Smiles. Can't believe even that upset you. Not upset. He nods. Maybe the first person I don't even need my powers for. Was that a threat? I think he's just having fun. It's an observation. Ben turns his attention back to your mentor. Thank you for the opportunity, Lore. I'll find out more tonight and eliminate any threats if possible. Thank you both for your cooperation. Ben makes a move to leave, but as he passes by you, he leans in and gives you a condescending pat on the shoulder. See you tonight. Before you can come up with a suitable retort, Dredd is no longer in the room. Just you and Lore. This won't even last tonight, Lore. She doesn't respond and you take her silence as an opportunity to part without so much as a goodbye. Well, I enjoy this part too. I'm really interested in seeing what's going to be happening with these two pairs of individuals. Like, the main character has a very strong personality, so matching her with love interest that greatly contrasts her very egotistical and abrasive personality, but both inside different ways, one being the silent type and the other being a very observant individual, is very interesting, because the way that she handles her aggression and stuff comes off differently between both characters. With Atlas, it's a bit more comedic, at least inside my opinion. With Dredd, it's very I would say maybe like in the woods, especially since the PNG given, or the PNG I have used for my thumbnail. I wonder what the character in black is, and I wonder if it could potentially be a third secret love interest. Sometimes we do have the villains. The villains of the game do end up appearing as a secret love interest during full releases of games, or during extra releases of games if it is a company-made game. I am loving this so far. I don't really have too much criticism here. I do think, of course, I'm sure that they're already going to be adding this. I do think it of course needs some background music. I've been worried that my voice is a little bit too loud this whole stream, but I can only do so much checks. Writing is very immersive. I don't really have a problem with that, and I, of course, already mentioned I do think that the art style is extremely beautiful. I will probably giving Studio Ephua some more of my opinions via email. I do want some time to write it. If you would like to download this and give your opinions as well, the links are going to be inside the description. You may leave some comments on my page as well. I would greatly appreciate it, and they would greatly appreciate it as well. This is, once again, in the alpha stage of its demo. So we do not know when the full release will be ready, or when the next step of the demo will be released, and what things will be changing from then. I'm greatly looking forward to it. I do want to support this as much as possible, and I want to see more of it. I definitely want to see more of it. I am very grateful I was given this opportunity by Studio Ephua. Ephua? I hope I'm saying it correctly. I really do appreciate all the support I've been given, and I hope that you guys will continue to support them. All the links to support them are available down below in the description, as I mentioned earlier inside the video. Please give the demo a download, follow their socials, support them through Ko-fi donations if you can, so we can get this off the ground and make a full visual novel. I really look forward to seeing what mystery we will uncover as superheroes, and what we can learn about the characters. We don't really know much about Dread or Atlas besides their initial behaviors, and I'd like to learn more about their backstories, as well as Astra's, even though she comes off very strong. She's most likely very weak at heart. I can't wait to see what they have in store for us. Thank you so much. This has been Solomania. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I hope that you have too. Siena Valentine will be signing off for today. Very short stream, but I had a really good time. Today, we made love as superheroes. Thank you so much for joining. Have a good day, everyone. Bye-bye.